Hi, and welcome along to AFTV News Daily. Hope you've been having yourself a beautiful day. The sun has been shining in the UK. It's been an outstanding day. And I've got a very special guest joining me tonight. Always love when he's on. We've got Claude. How you doing?
Evening all. Evening.
What's that in your hand?
Here we go.
Put that down, man. Yeah, I mean, I remember the last show with your wine.
Yeah, no, might be wine. The wine has done a lot of damage in more ways than one. Anyway,
Right, put that down. Let's start. What have you been up to today?
It's been a horrible weekend, but never mind. Let's get on with it, mate. Let's get on with it.
What have you been doing today?
What I've been doing, watching a lot of comedy on the chat, on the TV, a lot of football, Sky Sports things, stuff like all the old matches, and I quite like that. I quite enjoyed that discussion with Carragher, not Carragher, was it Jamie Redknapp and Graham Souness this morning? That was really good. That was. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
They were talking about who's the great. They were saying about Gascoigne's when he never got picked and for 98.
Yeah,
and he when Glenn Hoddle told him he didn't play, he absolutely smashed the whole room up. And when Merson walked in, the whole room was in a mess. So it was quite funny.
Imagine those two, man, Merson and Gascoigne.
Yeah, and Merson felt guilty because he thought he was taking Gascoigne's place, so he felt guilty about it, but it wasn't the case. But I'm just saying. I mean, did you think at the time that Gascoigne should have gone?
Yeah, but I think there was a problem with his fitness, weren't there? You know what I mean, and injuries and stuff like that. So, Tottenham player anyway, so I didn't care. But have you seen, of course, the news today that, well, you know what, there's conflicting stories on this. On the one hand, there's outlets reporting that Aubameyang's been offered a new deal with a 2-year extension. Then there's some other reports coming out saying he hasn't been offered a new deal, which again is all the uncertainty around. But if he has been offered a new deal with a 2-year extension,
which I told you about, yeah.
Right? No, hold on. Did you hear what I said? There's some people that have come out and said there is a 2-year extension on the table for him, and there's others that have said that that's rubbish. There's nothing. He hasn't been offered a new deal.
I tend to think that the truth is for what I told you in a week ago.
You better be right on this thing, you know. I told you at the time. You better.
I'm telling you, he's staying. I think no problem. There's no way we're gonna let Aubameyang. It's not. It doesn't look good for the club. And I'll tell you what, he will be staying. He'll pull every effort.
What have you heard?
He's going to sign a contract. Hey,
what have you heard?
That contract will be signed. That will. What I think it will be. I'm not so sure if it's 2 years. I was told it's a one. What was it? He'll sign the extra year on the contract with another year added if they qualify for the Champions League.
And you're still sticking to that?
By the way, is it true we've got George Luiz?
Yes.
I woke up the other day. I couldn't believe it. I woke up and I saw Arsenal signed George Luiz. Is this true?
Yep. Well, it hasn't been confirmed.
You know what? But I know what that's all about. Apparently, it's all about for the Rwanda charity, isn't it?
I knew you was going to say that. It's not.
No, that's what it is. That's what they signed it for. They've got to keep the links, you know, for the Rwanda charity. You know.
How do you know? Listen, you ain't seen him play yet. He could be a top player.
He's come from the 3rd tier of the Norwegian league, apparently. And apparently, he's going straight into the under-23s.
Yeah, he's a young.
So he's not really been bought for the few. If he's been bought, I'll tell you why he's been bought. Because it's because of this. What you got on your shirt, mate? Visit Rwanda. There you go. That's what you know.
You see, this is the thing, right? You can't just say that. You ain't even seen the guy play. You haven't seen him play yet, so how do you know, right? When we bought Martinelli, he was bought from. Wasn't he?
No, it's good. No, it's good. It's good. It keeps up good relations. It's a free transfer. At the end of the day, it keeps up good relations with the what we're doing with the charity work we're doing with Rwanda, and that's good. That's a good thing for us we're doing. So if it means that we bring George in, and you never know, it might turn out to be a bonus. It's free transfer, so nothing to lose, have we?
So you
go on, George. Go on, George.
See, this is you're dissing him now, right? Because he
no.
You are.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. It's a good thing because it's good. It brings a good relations. It's a good stuff we're doing with Rwanda, which is a great. By the way, it's a great thing what we're doing with Rwanda. It's very good. And in fact, I actually put certain amount of money into UNICEF every month, so I know what it's all about. I know what's going on. So I believe it's a good thing in a way, and he'll go into the under-23s, and if he's good enough, and it turns out he might even come up into the first team.
All right. But he did. What I was going to say to you, he had.
Forget Inspector Lewis. We've got Jules Lewis.
He had a 2-week trial at Arsenal in March, and he impressed, and that's why they decided to move.
Well, exactly, but then he's gone straight into the under-23s, isn't he? So,
yeah, so he's a young prospect, isn't he?
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll see.
I was just looking at this comment there that came in from Ashutosh, and he said, "Hello, Robbie. Did you see Aubameyang's Instagram? He wrote something like, 'Don't listen to them. I'm frustrated. Sign or leave. I love Arsenal, and then I love Aubameyang.' Thoughts on that?" Let me see if I can find what he said. Let me see because I'm a little bit confused by that message. But Claude, you're still sticking to it that he's definitely
he's staying. Don't fret, mate. He's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. There is no way he's leaving this football club this summer. I promise you.
All right, so he's got something on his where is it? He's got like his dance, and it says, "Don't listen to them. Don't listen to him." So it's a bit subliminal, which means don't listen to them. He's saying, "Don't listen to the rumours." But you've
got to realise, right? Where can he go? Barcelona can't afford it. They're in bigger debt than anyone. Barcelona are in big trouble money-wise. Where's he going to go? Where is he going to go? He's not going to go to Chelsea. They're not going to send him to Chelsea. Where's he going to go? He's not going anywhere, mate. He's staying.
Okay, I hope you're right.
Listen to me, the voice of reason. The voice of reason.
Yeah. Samay says, "I can't wait for George Lewis to prove you wrong and end up being a great player." This is after that. Jesus.
I remember this guy saying the same thing about Sanogo. So let's
Nino says, hey guys, hope you're well. Missing the Claude and Ty show. And where do you think we will finish realistically?
That could come back soon, isn't it, Robbie? We might have that back
soon. Claude and Ty show could be back next week. And you saw Ty today, right?
Yeah, I just see Ty. I thought I was getting worried about him. He's knocked on my door, but the landlady said, "No one allow in. We're lockdown." So he was going to come on the show out here, but she wouldn't allow it. He's okay. He's just I think he needs he needs to get back. I think he needs to see some football again. I think he's it's not the Ty I know. He's a bit down about it.
Yeah, he's a guy who watches so much football. He must be.
Yeah, he's lost without football. You know what I mean?
Well, hopefully we'll get that back next week. Jib says, with Tierney back, do you see Arteta playing Saka further forward? How do you see Arsenal attacking areas now in the last 10 games with everyone being fit? Of course, Claude, that is it. The football is coming back. And now it's all about trying to push as much as we possibly can to see how high we can finish. Top four, is that possible? Top four?
Anything is possible, but it's going to be difficult. We've got a lot of hard games in that running, haven't we? There are a lot of hard games in the running, so it will be difficult. Of course it's on. It's always on. I mean, it's while it's mathematically possible, we can go for it. But it's going to be interesting to see the fitness of players as well. Every squad's going to be stretched because the people will pick up injuries because of playing. I don't know how the fixtures are going. It's strange fixtures. I don't know how they do. Because they said there's a game on every week. I don't know how they're going to do that.
Well, there's going to be more than one game on every. There's going to be loads of games on all at once.
Yeah, so I don't know how they're going to. We're going to be playing every 3 days, and that's going to be hard, man. Especially when they haven't played for all that time.
I think it's going to be the teams that use their squad the best and have good squads that are going to prosper.
Yeah. See, I think we've got. Have we got strong enough backup if, say, something happens to Aubameyang? That could be. One thing is we're safe. We can't go down. That's one thing we can't do. No, because we've passed the 40-point mark. I was talking to a Burnley fan saying they're in a relegation dogfight, but they're not really. I got that wrong today. I mean,
Burnley.
Burnley are only 1 point behind us.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Yeah, they're doing well. So I do fear. I think it's possible, but it all depends on what players come through this without getting injured. I think it's a lot. It's gonna. If we lose someone like Aubameyang, I think that will cost us top 4.
Tough first game though, isn't it, Claude? Coming back against City.
You know what? It might not be a bad time to play them because it's going to be a leveler, isn't it? Because there's no one in the ground, no one's the fitness levels are not right, so there's a chance we might nick a goal and win the game. You don't know. It's I still think this is not a bad time to play them straight away. I think this is the best time to play them while all of while everyone is still getting back.
Sounderman says, I believe Arsenal can make a legitimate push for Europe as they have prepped brilliantly, as seen in the photos, and players back from injury, and those who have injury problems have worked on themselves. But that's a lot of clubs are like that, you know what I mean? And it's different to fitness on the club. Casual Swim says, what's your verdict on David Luiz? Keep him or let him go, Claude?
Do you know what? A lot of people want him out, but I think we need him as experience. If we're only going to have Saliba there, I'd rather have Luiz next to him next season than a young player. I'd rather have someone with an experienced player there like Luiz. I'd rather get rid of Mustafi and Socrates than get rid of Luiz. I'd like to keep him for another year, but apparently is that someone? There's rumours going around he'll take a pay cut to go to Benfica. I can't understand that.
Yeah, well, there's also rumours today that his agent today saying that he would really like to stay at Arsenal. And they can work.
I think we should give him a year extension because I think we need his experience and he apparently he's very good in the dressing room with the players, and he's very. You need certain characters in the dressing room as well. So I'd keep him. A lot of people disagree with me and say they would let him go. But it's all very well saying that if you haven't got anyone to take his place.
I kind of tend to agree with you. Sam says, Claude, what is the first and last letter of your source's name? And what are all the letters in between? So he's trying to find out the name of your source.
No. First, it's not. Put it this way: it's not H and Z.
Jib says the rest of the season. Do you think Cedric can cement a spot at right back with Bellerin not so convincing? Would a proper right back elevate Nicolas Pepe and help his game?
Yeah, I think Cedric Soares is going to be a good addition if he comes in. I think he's done very well. He's a Portuguese international, isn't it? Let's not forget, isn't he? And done very well in that tournament a couple of years ago, didn't he? So, I think he'd be a good addition to the squad. I think Bellerin. I'm not sure if he really wants to be at Arsenal, to be honest with you.
You reckon?
No, I'm hearing things hearing he wants to go to Italy and things like that. I'd pack him off tomorrow, mate. I wouldn't. I would. No, but it would. I think it's ideal for him, Italy, because it's the fashion. You know, Milan would be perfect for him, isn't it? He can do
All things good, the TV says, I say we listen to Claude as he's very reasonable. And Robbie, do you think Lacazette will start the City game after the balloon gate? I haven't really heard nothing from the club about that balloon gate. It doesn't look like
Oh, what a load of nonsense. Oh, please, I don't want to hear about it at all. Jesus, why are we going over the top about things like this? Right, if he was scoring 20, 30 goals, right, season, right, he could have enough, he could blow enough balloons up for a birthday party, kid's birthday party. I'm not having all this crap about balloon gate. It's rubbish. It's his own private house. He's not hurting anyone. And whoever filmed him and put that out is a disgrace for me. Absolute disgrace.
Yeah,
if anything, it's his form. Maybe his confidence has gone. Maybe it would be a good thing for him to move on. But no, let's not put him out of the side because of that. Jesus Christ.
Ben says, I've read that Kroenke may not pump money into the club. This may or may not be true. Also, if Aubameyang was to ask for £250,000 a week minimum, a minimum a week, would Arsenal accept that? Don't understand why it's taking so long, to be honest. Arsenal shouldn't be struggling to tie down players.
Yeah, so what he's saying that if I didn't get that. Can you go again with that?
If Aubameyang was to ask for he's reportedly on about 200 grand a week. If he was to ask for 250 grand a week, do you think Arsenal would accept that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, listen, Robbie, if you look at what he contributes to the team, yeah, right, don't you think it's worth giving him that money? That what his contribution in as a whole?
If you do, as the guy says, do you think Stan Kroenke would?
I don't think this is down to Stan Kroenke. I think it's I think we should give it, if we're giving Ozil. Well, if we're giving Ozil that sort of money, 350, why can't we give Aubameyang, who's been more inspirational to the team, that sort of money? I don't understand it. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. I mean,
okay,
it's the way the market works. It's the way the market works. I think now we have to do something like that, because I don't think we can let him go, because we're going to start up front with next season without him. You tell me. I'm not having that Edouard, he ain't going to he ain't going to be a replacement. Sorry.
Edouard from Celtic.
No. Hey?
Edouard from Celtic.
No. It's not going to be a replacement. Come on. Edouard.
See, I didn't call you a name like Edouard, George Lewis.
No. I want that. It's not the same. It's not the same quality, is he? He's all right, but he's not the same quality, is he? Come on. If you said Lewandowski or someone like that, I'll say, yeah, I'll bring him in. You know what I'm saying? Or Haaland or Tino Werner. Yeah, bring them in. Well, a bloody Edouard. Why are we going after these? Why can't we go after the top quality players like Werner or Haaland or that? Why are we going after Edouard? Come on.
Anybody who's seen Edouard play and you think Claude is not being fair on him, let us know. But he's not having Edouard. This guy says, do you think the owners will spend at least 150 million since we are allowed to this year? And also, do you give us a chance against City?
As I said, I think we've got a chance against City because I think it's the first game back. It all depends. And our fitness level, it's all about fitness levels and everything. You don't know. I think we've got a chance. I think if we can nick a goal and hold on, and no, we've got a good chance. No,
yeah, this guy here, Claude, is reminding you. He said the last time that you said it wasn't a bad time to face City, Claude, it ended up 3-0. City lost their last game before the break. Don't forget. So that was, remember, just before the break, you said it wasn't a bad time to face them. They peppered us.
When would they pepper us?
This season at the Emirates. Remember, there was the break, and you said it was not a bad time to face them.
No, I said no. Hold on, no. The time I said, this is why I'm not having all this twisting the rubbish. The time I said you remember before we were about to play them before Arteta got ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I said at that time it wasn't a bad time to play them because it wasn't a bad time to play them. They were down.
No, this guy's the last
this guy's talking about. See, this is what I can't. No, they're taking quotes, and they're saying it. I didn't say it before then. I said it when Arteta was ill. Before Arteta was ill. Yeah. No, I'm not having this rubbish that these people misquoting me. I said it before Arteta was ill. I said, right, this is the right time because Liverpool are cruising. Man City had the white flag up for the title, and that was it. That was a good time to play him, and that's it. And then Arteta got ill, and the game was called off. So don't say, where's that 3-0? Where's that 3-0? I never said it.
Come back at him if you think that he's you got the evidence. This guy says,
these people make misquoting me again. I can't. Oh,
says, hi, Claude, I've missed you on the regular videos on AFTV. Who is your dream signing in this transfer window?
Oh, dream signing. I like this. I like this Timo Werner. I wish we could get him. I wish we could get him. If we lost the Aubameyang, but my dream signing, what would make us really tick, I think, is Ndidi from Leicester. I'd take him. I think he'd make us tick.
John says, I heard that Arsenal were linked to Partick Thistle 16-year-old Justin McVeigh. I think I heard something like that as well.
What?
see you just...
We got... It's not a bloody kindergarten, mate. By the way, how's Teddy Bishop doing lately?
You're not having him as obviously.
We need people that are ready now. We can't be doing that now. We got young players. What are we getting them? What I mean, oh dear.
This says Claude's right though. Why can't we get Werner or Havertz? We always settle for second best.
Got players that are finished in their careers off like Willian and players like that. I mean, why do we have to settle for that? I mean,
well, here's another one. Habib says, "Okay, Claude, would you take Mario Götze as Özil's replacement?"
Götze, no, because Götze is on the. I think Götze looks to me on the downside on it.
Yeah.
Who would I take as Özil's replacement?
Sunil.
Do you know what? You know what? I might take it. Maybe for I was against it at the start. I might take Coutinho actually.
Yeah, I like Coutinho. I would take Coutinho. I've got two here. The first one is from Sunil. He says, Robbie, ask Claude about Chips Keswick's legacy at Arsenal. And also Nuam says, hey, Robbie and Claude, thoughts on Sir Chips Keswick's departure? What did you make of that? Sir Chips Keswick, after 15 years at Arsenal, leaving Arsenal last week. He's retiring from Arsenal. Of course, he's the chairman. What did you make of that?
I didn't even know he existed for what he done. Not much really. I haven't got much to say. What is he? I rather have football people on. Give the job to David O'Leary then as chairman. I'll give David O'Leary the job. Give people like David O'Leary the job. No, I'm. It's about time we change things in the boardroom a bit. People like David O'Leary need to come in now.
Well, it looks like they're not. It looks like they're not even going to replace him.
Eh?
It looks like they're not even going to replace him. Like they're just.
Was he there in the first place? Was he there in the first place?
Yeah, it was kind of.
He was more at fucking Sandown than at Arsenal, wasn't he? So let's be honest with you. Jesus Christ, no, another waste of space. Don't get me started.
David McAteer says, David McAteer says, Robbie, I laughed when I heard you commenting, telling us that you signed Van Dijk from Celtic. He turned out into world class. And he says, Edouard is world class. Claude is deluded. Edouard is class and composed. That's David McAteer. He's a Celtic fan.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, he might be the business, but how much is he going for, by the way? How much is he being priced?
20 odd million, they said, wasn't it?
I think
about 20 odd million.
20 odd million. Well, that says it all. That says it all.
And this guy Adrian says Edouard scores bigger goals, but it's the Scottish League. So I see where Claude is coming from.
You don't get much for 20 million these days, Robbie.
Just the Scottish League, though. I mean, remember we got Tierney from the Scottish League.
Yeah, but he's still to prove it. He's still got to prove himself a bit, but he's all right. He's okay, but he's still got a lot to prove. No, not for me. No, I think we need to. I'd rather keep Aubameyang. Sorry, I want Aubameyang.
Right, definitely. We all want to keep.
No, I'd rather keep Aubameyang if it's giving me a choice of that. No.
Okay. Daniel says Lacazette is being linked with Inter Milan. He already came out yesterday and said he's not interested in moving. And Bellerin talking about how Arsenal hasn't met his expectations as a big club. What do you think, Claude? Bless from Ethiopia.
I think with Lacazette, right? I think it's about confidence, isn't it, with him?
Yeah.
If he can get his confidence, he can be a top player again. But I don't know whether it's going to work though. I don't know. I think he wanted to go to Atletico Madrid, didn't he?
Originally,
so I think if they done a swap with Thomas Partey, I think that would be a good deal for Arsenal, and it'd be a good deal for him as well. A new challenge. So
this guy, I think he's taking a mick here. He goes, GTMC says, I heard we're linked with a 12-year-old, Yaya from the 4th division of the Rwandan League.
See, this is what I'm saying. It's all right. Oh dear. What's going on, Rob? What's
Largy says, what is Claude's favourite Arsenal kit of all time?
The original, 1971. The original. When none of these bloody sponsors and all this crap on them. Red and white, with the guy in the right fucking place. You know what I'm saying? All that. None of this shit now.
You got to move.
Just no sponsorship, nothing. You know what I mean? Those were the days, mate.
You got to move with the time. You got to move with the time.
I know, but I prefer all that. I prefer the old shirt, good old red white,
boring,
and white. And the yellow and blue when we played in the cut. Yeah, lovely. No, not anymore now. It's all gone. They're all gone downhill now.
Skidlock Comedy says we have less chance of signing a top player than Claude not taking another swig of his beer during this podcast.
Yeah, well, no, it's all gone now. I don't know my beer now.
Milola says we can offer Aubameyang 250,000 now, and then promise him to put a clause in for additional 50,000 extra next season if we get into the Champions League. By then, Ozil will be off the books, and then we'll have the free cash. Yeah, so
it's a good next season will be a good season for these young players to come through now, like Reece Nelson, Smith Rowe. These are good players. They need just that little push now to get going. So we've got some good young players, you know. Got some good young players. Bakary Saka, Bakary Saka.
Lewis.
Yeah, sorry.
I said Lewis, George Lewis.
Inspector Lewis, yeah. No, got him and all.
Cyril says, question to you both. Do you think Tierney could be our next Ashley Cole? Do you see similarities?
I see similarities. Funny enough, I see a lot of similarities with Kenny, the way he plays, with Kenny Sampson.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. He's not as good as Kenny Sampson, but there's a lot of similarities in his game. And you know how much I love Kenny Sampson. Hope he's getting better. And I don't know what the situation with him at the moment is, but I hope he's getting better and wish him well.
He's fit.
I love Kenny Sampson. I thought Kenny Sampson, the best left back that's played for our football club by a country mile.
When you say, when you were saying you don't know his condition, you think he's getting better, and I was saying he's fit. I thought you was talking about Tierney. I'm not sure. I think Kenny Sampson has been improving. He was in hospital, wasn't he? So
yeah, we wish him well, man, because he was a top class player.
Yeah,
I don't care what anyone says. For me, the best left back in my time to play for Arsenal. Fantastic.
Diego says, remember when DT said Lamar was definitely coming to Arsenal?
What, the singer?
You can get these things wrong. These sources can be, Yeah. So, but as I said, you better make sure you get this one right, because
talk about singers. I heard you. Did you lose a singing battle with Troops or something?
Come on, man. Lose what?
Someone said you had a singing battle with Troops.
We had a sound clash, and I didn't. Right. One easy, man. One easy. What's wrong with you? Trent Ting says, Claude, move with the times. If it was down to you, we would be reliving the '89 season in some never-ending loop. By the way, Virgil van Dijk was from the Scottish League.
89 was an incredible achievement, because that Liverpool side there in the 80s were probably the best side in my time that I've seen play on a football pitch. That Liverpool team, forget how everyone goes about this one today. This Liverpool team in the 80s were a mile ahead. Don't ever forget that. And that's why that 89 achievement for me will go down as the greatest achievement.
Okay. This guy said the voice of reason and the Don, 19 million, pay another year for Luiz or buy out Ozil. What do you reckon to that? I've seen a few people suggest that we should just buy out Ozil's contract and let him leave, but that'd be a lot, wouldn't it?
There is interest from Fenerbahce apparently, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if that will go through.
They won't have money to pay.
I can't. You know what? Something tells me he ain't going to be here next season.
You don't think
Something tells me he's not going to be here next season. I think that something's going to happen. I can't see him being here next season.
Okay. Alan says, do you think fans will turn up when football restarts? No, I don't.
No, but I don't know what the situation. Robbie, have the fixtures come out for that? I mean, the fixtures.
The first.
All I can see is the first. Why did they only put 2 games up?
Yeah, the first fixture. I think they're still sorting it out with the TV companies. But obviously, the first fixture we know is on the 17th, which is Arsenal playing Man City, and I think Villa are playing.
Yeah, but what order will we play? Will we play in the order that we were going to play as we finished, or so? What we'll be playing Brighton after?
Yeah. So after that City game, then it will be in order. So the next game is going to be, I think, Brighton will be our next game.
Because I'm looking at our fixtures, and we've got 3 aways on.
Yeah, we've got a lot. We've got more away.
With Sheffield United in the FA Cup, there's 4 aways, isn't it?
Yeah. But as we've seen in Germany, the home advantage hasn't really benefited a lot of teams. You know what I mean?
there is talk of letting 20,000 in for the cup final.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that as well. That's interesting. I don't know how that's going to work, but
well, yeah, Wembley's a huge stadium, so 20,000 in a 90,000 seated stadium. I think they're saying that if infection rates continue to fall, and it was like at a very low rate, then that's a plan too.
Yeah, but with all these marches that are going on at the moment, it might go up again. So,
he was going on about that to me off air.
No, look. What happened in America is disgusting, really, and I mean it is disgusting. But these marches that are not helping. If we're supposed to be
isolated.
What we're doing these marches is not going to help, is it?
Yeah, it's true. But when people are so het up about something, actually, I'm going to show you a picture. Let me just get this guy. Magaverse says, "Do you think Charlton will stay up in the Championship?" Claude?
Where are they at the moment? They're in the bottom half.
Yeah, in the bottom half. Yeah.
I like Charlton. I hope they do. I hope one day they come back up to the Premier. I like going to Charlton.
Lee Boyer. Lee Boyer, isn't it, his manager?
Yeah, I like Charlton. I like to see them come up. It's a nice little ground, the Old Valley. I like that ground.
Yeah, Claude, did you see this picture of the Liverpool? I'm going to get it up on here. It's the Liverpool players all down on one knee showing their support for George Floyd, who was killed over there in America by that's the thing that sparked all the riots, and of course killed by that policeman leaning on his, got his knee down on his neck, right? So
terrible. It's disgusting, mate. It's absolutely disgusting.
And they've done it was brilliant. Well done to Liverpool.
It's disgusting, and it shouldn't be happening. It's horrible.
Right.
But unfortunately, that's what goes on over there, I'm afraid, and to a certain extent, it goes on all around the world. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
You'll never get. What can you do?
Yeah. Bradley Jones says, "What do you think about the situation with Bury last summer? I'm a Bury fan and have no club or football for a year now." And he says, "Keep up the good work." Of course, Bury, who went out of business, is really sad to see.
That is very sad because they're a club for years in the football league, and when that happened, Claude? Do you think that some of the other clubs should have got together and Yeah, I do. It wouldn't have hurt, would it? It wouldn't have hurt, would it? That every club in the Premier League could have put some money towards it, and but what can you do? It's one of them things, man. I feel sad because at the end of the day, it's not just about Premier League fans, is it? Bury fans that go every week. That's their team, and they follow them week in, week out. How upsetting is that for them as well? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do they deserve that? Of course they don't.
Trent Singh says, Robbie, when interviewing Claude or Ty, have you ever stood with the microphone thinking you're talking absolute rubbish, e.g. Ty's rain comment? Many a time, trust me.
Yeah, the rain, yeah. I still can't get over that. I think he done that. I don't think he meant that. I think he just started to. I think he done that to wind you up that day. I'm sure.
He didn't mean it. I remember it, man. It's a classic. Samuel says, sub to its money. I don't get that. Also, do you still think Arsenal attracts big players in the market? I'm 15 and I've only seen us win 3 FA Cups. When does the BS end? Can we still attract the big players? He's asking.
Of course we can. I mean, of course we can go because we're Arsenal. Isn't it? I keep hearing Arteta say, "Oh, if the knock comes on your door, you answer it." All that. So why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, listen, they've got the knock.
If someone knocks on your door, it's Arsenal. You don't say no, do you? Yeah. What was that he said?
Knock. Who is it? It's George.
This is Spectre Lewis.
I'm going to play right now.
Oh dear.
Oh,
You know, I think I'll be. I think if that's what's going to carry on next season, I think I'll be on the balloons. Right. Anyway, let's.
Aaron White says, "Hi Robbie and Claude. Hope you're both well." So with FFP out the window this year and club owners given permission to inject money, do you think we will take advantage of the market or will we fall behind?
Yeah, they reckon there's about 15% drop in transfer fees. It will drop by about 15%. So whether it makes a difference to us and all, I don't know, man.
What the guy's trying to make?
You know what? I just think that if we just can get a couple of good top class players in and use our young players, get our young players in, I think we'll have a good season. You know what I mean? But it's got to be in the right positions. I mean, in the right positions, and keep Aubameyang. Keep Aubameyang. Martinelli's coming good, isn't he? He's looking good. You've got Pepe's second season. He's gonna get even better, I hope. And it's just that midfield needs adjusting a bit.
But you look at
someone like Partey or Ndidi. Get someone like Partey or Ndidi. Get with if Luiz does go, get a top quality centre half with Saliba. We're all right. We'll be all right.
Do that. Yeah, this is what that guy's saying. They've relaxed FFP, right? So that means you don't have the normal stringent rules on spending.
Yeah.
And we could do some of those things that you're saying, but it would mean that Stan Kroenke would need to inject a significant amount of money, maybe £150 million into the club to get a couple of those targets. But could you see him doing that? Okay.
Yeah, but how will he look? Because how will it look? Because asking players to take a wage cut and then the next minute throwing 150 million in, it wouldn't look too good, would it?
Players down and argue to them and say, "Listen, we're building for the future." You know what I mean? Which I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's even 150 million. If you can buy wisely and get the right players in, how much would like say you could let Lacazette go, right? And then you bring Thomas Partey in that midfield.
Yeah, but
quite strong.
The weight club. We shouldn't be. Is what this guy's saying. An injection. That means you don't let no one have to.
No,
go.
but what I'm trying to say with Lacazette, we've got Martinelli, haven't we?
Yeah.
And Aubameyang, and we've got Eddie as well. So we can afford to let Lacazette go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what would be brilliant now? What would be brilliant
and
now?
Of course, we've got George Lewis. So
what would be brilliant now would be a cash injection, isn't it? If the owner, we're going to get Partey, we're going to get Coutinho, and we're going to get.
But can you see 150 million coming out of our bank?
No. But
I actually think because if we keep Aubameyang, I don't think we'll spend too much money because they'll say that his wages will cover a lot of that. Do you see what I'm saying?
They can't use the thing about the FFP as an excuse and how they.
I mean, we could be lucky. We could be lucky that Mari could come in and really be out alongside Saliba. There could be a great partnership. You don't know. It could all go well for us. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on
we've got Tierney left back alongside and with Saka down both with Saka down the wing. I think that could be a good because Saka Tierney can go. They could interchange a lot because Saka is not too bad defensively as well. Tierney can go forward. One could. They could really work well together. You know what I'm saying? So, and you've got Pepe and Cedric on the other side. I mean, it's not. I think it's just that midfield that needs sorting out. That midfield, that middle of the park. That we need that enforcer. That enforcer in the midfield. That player that just sits there, wins the ball, and plays it.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not just an enforcer we need there. We need goals in that midfield. We've only scored 2.
Yeah.
all
But
season.
we've got goals. If you've got Pepe, you've got Aubameyang on fire,
No,
Martinelli firing.
when he
Yeah,
goes.
you've got goals. You've got goals there. You've got Pepe, Martinelli, and Aubameyang firing. That's the goals for you. It's just that midfield protecting that back four. We don't know how Saliba in his first year. That'd be the only thing I'm worried about is that how long will it take him to settle in the Premier League? It's all very well playing over there in France and then coming straight over to playing the Premier League. It's a different ball game, isn't it? So,
all right, listen, Claude, let me rattle for you a couple of comments here. Sunil said, I saw a comment from Tim Sherwood stating that Spurs are a better team than Arsenal at the moment, but eventually Arsenal would overtake them as Arsenal have a good young core at the moment. What are your thoughts on that?
They have got a great young core. You've got Smith Rowe, you've got Balogun they're good young players. You've got Saka, Martinelli, Tierney's still young. I mean, we've got some good young players. I mean...
Okay, let me do this one. It says, we love you, Claude. On AFTV, before Claude, there was nothing. Bring Claude and Ty show back. That was coming back. Don't worry about that. Liverpool says, hi, Robbie and Claude. Are you guys ready for an away game at Anfield with your new Arsenal away kit? Also, do you think Aubameyang will Aubameyang pass Vardy on total goals scored this season?
What's the situation at the moment?
Vardy's ahead of him, I think, by 2 goals.
Yeah, you know what? He's another top player, isn't he, Vardy? Whatever you think of him, where he's come from, Fleetwood, and he come from Fleetwood Town. Amazing.
Yeah, no, he has had a fantastic career since he's been.
Maybe we could. I think Aubameyang, Vardy's 2 ahead. Well, we'll see how Aubameyang reacts. What sort of mood he's in.
Aubameyang could catch him. I think Aubameyang could catch him. You know what I mean? I can see him coming back and scoring goals. Greg says, Robbie, I think it means Arsenal there, are smart. They leaked the Aubameyang contract and now waiting for him to sign it. If he does not sign, then the fans should respect his decision. I think the fans will just be very disappointed if he doesn't sign. Kai says, hi Don, we should get Coutinho first or Partey this transfer window. Who would you go for first?
I would take Partey. I think Partey's more of a necessary than Coutinho, but I'll take Partey.
Well, you know what, Claude? You say that, Claude, right? You say that, and sorry, by the way, Hot Dog says, Robbie, why are you ignoring me, man? I'm not ignoring you. I just done it, right? You say that, Partey, but the midfield does not score no goals, Claude.
Yeah, but as long as I agree with you. If we lost to Aubameyang,
the central midfield players this season have only scored 2 goals all season.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
But then again, you could say that if you lose Aubameyang, then I would bring in a mid. But you got Aubameyang, Pepe, Martinelli. They can all score goals in that. And I think even we don't know, that Partey might bring some goals to the team, as well.
Yeah, he's not a goal scorer, though. He's just he's like you said, he's an enforcer. He's just
but he could bring. I mean, he might surprise you,
Walter White says 5 years on, Teddy Bishop is still at Ipswich without really getting a game. Peak 2015 rumour.
Yeah, well, you were pushing that for your transfer daily, remember? You don't remember there?
It was a rumour out there.
You were buzzing for it. You was, we got Bishop, get Teddy Bishop. Now look at it.
I never
that shows your judgment. That shows your judgment.
Did not say that. Harvey says George Lewis, our saviour, the next Mbappe.
Well, you laugh and joke, but it could happen. It could happen.
Well, I remember you.
It could be. It could either be the next Mbappe or the next Inspector Lewis. Who knows?
Let me tell you what I remember. Yeah, that last summer, you ringing me up and saying, "Who's Martinelli? Who's this bloody Brazilian?"
Never said that, man.
You were moaning about Martinelli, weren't you?
Never. No. You're getting me mixed up with. You're getting me mixed up with.
I ain't got you mixed up. I ain't got you mixed up. It's you.
I think that was Troops.
Melly says, biggest problem in transition is the midfield, defensively and offensively. We need two midfielders. Partey and an attacking midfielder is a must.
What would you say to if Ozil went? We bought Coutinho. There will be goals there from him, wouldn't there? Because he can get score from free kicks.
Yep.
But he's got a bit stale at Bayern this season. He won't get much. This is the only thing that worries me about it.
He scored 8 goals for Bayern. He scored 8 goals for Bayern.
I would. I mean, he's scored more than Ozil anyway, hasn't he? So
Ozil scored 1.
Exactly. So I would. But how much would Coutinho cost?
Well, you could try and get Coutinho in on a loan deal. I don't think we could afford.
The only thing about loan deals, I don't think that to get a player properly committed and really put his. If they just come on loan, they're not as committed.
I don't know. I think it'd be. Coutinho said he'd like to play in the Premier League, right? He knows that nobody this summer is probably going to have that 70-80 million pounds to buy him. So I'm sure he's accepted it'll be a loan deal. If he
what about James Maddison or Grealish? Would they fit the bill for us? Grealish or Maddison?
Yeah, but they'd be very, very expensive. You've got this guy, you could get him on a loan deal. Why not bring him in? I'd be right up for bringing in Coutinho on loan because he will score goals.
A minute ago, you said you wanted Kroenke to put the money out. So put the money out. Expensive.
I would, but I know he's not going to do it. So I'm saying, what about a loan?
Yeah.
Guna Gamer TV. This is one for you, Claude. He says Edouard, 21 goals and 12 assists for £20 million from Celtic, where we got Tierney and where Van Dijk and Andrew Robertson also came from. Haaland, 10 goals, 3 assists.
But look at that league now, mate. Come on. Apart from Rangers, who are they playing every week? Come on, Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, I agree. You can only do what you've got in front of you. I know that comes up a lot. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I could be wrong. Let's see how he do it. How much would it cost? 20 million? How much would it cost?
Listen, I agree with you when you say it is a different league. There have been some successful players that have come from that league, so we can't diss it entirely. But it's
like saying someone scoring 20 goals for Crew Alexandra is going to do the business in the Premier League, isn't it? Come on. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that bad. You ain't going to Scotland anytime soon, I can tell with you.
Only joking. I mean, the joke. I've got to be the joking because I've been really down in the last couple of days. I've got to joke about something.
Oh, you lifted me up, mate. You lifted me up. Alex McCarthy says, in my opinion, the footballing ability of our players easily puts us in the top 3. We just have too many weak-minded players who lack motivation or belief that they can beat the top teams.
Yeah, it's belief. We'll see. King Arteta, can he do it? Let's see it.
Chris Owens.
Up to King Arteta. Everyone expects Arteta, King Arteta. The massive improvement that he's made this season, according to Robbie.
How many games have we lost since the turn of the year? How many games have we lost in the Premier League? How many games have we lost this year?
We ain't going to lose many games when we're in the lockdown for fucking 12 weeks.
Yeah, but we played 5 games, right? We're undefeated.
Yeah, I know. No. As I said, I think he's not doing too bad, but I want to see when it really gets to the crunch. And the next season will be the crunch. See how good he is. Let's see how good he is next season.
He's the players though. Chris Owen said we should look at Angel Gomez from Manchester United, captain players.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
No,
thank you.
He's a hot prospect. I've heard a lot of United fans moaning, saying that they don't want to lose this because I think he's up in the summer. They want him to sign a new deal, but he's stalling on it. No,
I haven't seen much of it. I haven't seen much, so I can't really judge. Have you seen him play a lot?
just seen him play a couple of games for them, like when they've had like sort of League Cup type games. But I've not seen a lot of him either. But he's supposed to be highly rated, and I know the United fans have been, moaning, saying they want to keep him. So he must have something about him. But where would he fit in? I don't know. Olo said going for Coutinho now would replicate the same mistakes we made last season when we signed Pepe instead of a proper defensive midfielder. Not a Coutinho type player until Ozil is gone.
Yeah, but this is another thing. It's going to be difficult with Ozil because now, if he stays, right, he's going to be playing every week. Yeah, is he going to be that committed? The 1 year left on his contract. It's a really difficult one. He's got a hard job there, Arteta, getting the best out of Ozil now. So he's got a hard job, mate. If he keeps him and he plays him every week, especially in them tough away games, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Ting says, hi, Robbie and Claude. How many title-winning caliber players do you think are in our squad? Bear in mind, Henderson is a title winner. I never thought I would say that, but he's saying how many players in our squad have that sort of title-winning mentality? Would you think?
You're in a laugh. In our squad, maybe one.
Who?
Our striker.
Aubameyang.
That's it. That's about it. Where's what title-winning mentality? Mate, you could actually say Luiz in a way, but he's.
Yeah, I think he's on that.
Say that
mentality.
You could say David Luiz because he's done it. He has done it, hasn't he? So, yeah. But the rest of them, mate, come on. You got better, and you don't think winning's important. So, where's that mentality? Jesus Christ, the bloody title-winning mentality when they don't think winning is important.
He didn't. Hold on, he didn't say that winning weren't important.
Well, he said Alexis was too much about winning, and I'm sorry, mate. He did say it.
Yeah, I mean, which is exactly you watch that Michael Jordan documentary. That's exactly what it was. Michael Jordan. He was all about winning, and he was like, "I don't care if people don't like me. I'm here."
That's right. That's right. I mean,
and you speak, Thierry Henry and all guys like Vieira. They had that same sort of mentality. You do need that mentality if you're going to win things.
Exactly. Yeah, you've got to have that. You've got to have that. Sometimes you have to be have that ruthlessness. Ruthless. You've got to be ruthless. There's no friends. You can't have friends.
Yeah.
Bang.
He says, jokes apart, are we all fans just afraid to accept that slowly but surely Arsenal as a club are going down? New regime was not showing enough. We all expected. Also remembering when Benzema was coming. Are we going downhill? No,
it all depends. If we've got some good young players coming through, but it needs the coach now to bring them through now. They're like the likes of Smith Rowe, Balogun, Saka, Tierney, all these young players. Needs to bring them all in now and have a go. Let it go. Let them loose like Graham did when. You remember George Graham when he came in? There was a lot of young players, didn't he? Brought them all in, and he let them go. And I remember that first season, with George Graham, we won the League Cup. But in the league, we were up there, right up the top for a while. But of course, the experience got some in the end. But yeah, he brought some really good young players through, and they all. That '89 team, that was special for me.
Good old days.
To do that at Anfield, mate, that's incredible. No, I don't care what anyone says. To pull that result off. Do you remember that day? At the time, for 3 years, they hadn't lost by 2 goals.
4 years.
4 years, they hadn't lost by 2. Yeah. that Liverpool team was an incredible team, mate. They had Peter Beardsley on the bench. That's how good they were. Peter Beardsley was on the bench. Brilliant team. Brilliant.
McDonald says, "Hi Robbie, I'm a Celtic fan, and Edouard is a great talent. Best player in Scotland since Henrik Larsson. He's improved massively this season and will be a top player." You see, that's another one. So you're there going in saying it's like
maybe he could turn. You know, I have been wrong in the past. I must admit. You know, I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. I never said I was perfect.
Yeah, but saying things like it's like scoring 20 goals against Crew Alexander.
If he can do it, if he can prove it, and in the top league, then we'll see. We'll see. But I'm not so sure. I mean, if he was that good, I don't think he'd be going for that sort of price anyway. Let me put it that way.
Okay, we're going to do the last couple. We're running out of time on the show here. 1 hour has just whizzed past. Absolutely whizzed past. Let's get a couple more in. Danny says, we talk about Arsenal being a big club, but really, are we? Last 10 years, what's our biggest achievement? FA Cups. Look around us. Even Leicester has a title in the last 10 years. Arsenal are a big club. They're just a big club that's going through a rough time at the moment. I'll say
that's another thing you've got to look at. That's great what Leicester done with them players that they had. They weren't highly expensive players, were they, when they won the league? So another great achievement. It
was a great achievement, but what I'm saying is just to say only last.
And do you know what? They've spent less than us in the last few years, yet they're sitting third in the table at the moment. I find that everyone going on about Kroenke hasn't spent this and that, but they've spent less and they've gone to third in the league. Sometimes it's not just about the owner; it's about recruitment, and it's about the coach putting these players in the right positions and doing the right job. So it's not always about Kroenke.
Okay, last one for the night here. SP says, "What's your worst Arsenal kit?" He said, "Mine is a 2011-12 away kit. It reminds me of the 8-2 loss." What's your worst kit?
Do you know what? I couldn't care what kits they wear. They could. It's what's inside the shirts that worry me, mate. I go back bloody kits and this and that. Oh, that's a nice shirt. Oh, I don't like that shirt for next season. Oh, I'm sick of hearing it on Twitter. Oh, I don't want that shirt. I don't want that. Oh, I don't like the look of. Who cares? All I care about is the players that are in it. I don't care how the bloody shirt. They could have complete horrible shirts as long as they win the bloody league or challenge for the title. That's what matters, isn't it? Who cares what the bloody? It's not a fashion show. Jesus Christ! Sure? Bloody people on Twitter. That's all you hear about on Twitter. Oh, I wonder what the new shirts and kit launch are going to look like. Oh, I wonder what. Who cares? I want to see who's wearing them. No, it's all very good if you've got lovely shirts and you've got George Lewis in them, isn't it? God help us.
You see, irresistible. George. Oh. Lord, listen, thank you very much.
You couldn't make our fans up, mate. I tell you. You're worried about what the bloody shirts look like. That's all they're worried about. What the shirts look like.
You've been brilliant as usual, mate. Thanks for coming on. And the Claude and Ty show coming back next week, by the way. It will be back next week.
What's that?
Claude and Ty show is back next week.
Oh, yeah, definitely back. And me and Ty could be at it again.
I'm sure it'd be a nice reunion after all this time if you ain't been together.
No, I do miss old Ty, I miss him, We're like they call us Vera and Jack, watch Coronation Street, Vera and Jack. I think me and him are like that. Always
argue with each other. But it should be brilliant. Of course, thanks very much, and thanks everybody for watching the show. Lots of you tuned in tonight, as it was a massive audience, and we'll be back in the morning.